Hi, this is Debbie Lacken from Kids Around Dogs. Have you heard of the Labubus? They are these cute, in a weird way, toys. They are fluffy, but their face is like plasticky, and they're extremely popular. If you have kids, especially preteen or teen, you would certainly know what I'm talking about. Around there are also some fake Labubus, and they call them the Lafufus, and they are the cheap and uglier version of the Labubus. What these kind of toys could possibly have in common with dogs? Well, let me tell you, probably one of the biggest problems that you might have with a dog is when they are resource guarding. And that means that a dog finds something particularly precious and they protect it. They do anything to protect it. For example, say that they really like toys, right? And they have a favorite toy maybe. And they'll do anything to protect that toy. If you try to take it away, they might even bite you. If you have a dog that guard a particular resource, say for example a toy or a person, could be that they guard you because you're very precious to them. It could be a location, say the bed for example, the whole house, the sofa. It could be food. Food is probably one of the most common one. It could also be themselves. Whatever they found precious to them, whatever they think is precious to them, they react in a very strong way. Or it normally escalates. It goes from telling you with subtle body language, and then the body language becomes more obvious, and it keeps going more and more. And there is the growl, and then when that doesn't work, they may bare their teeth, and that doesn't work, and someone still trying to take maybe away what they find really precious. They might, they get to the very ultimate point where they bite. And again, you'll be wondering, so what does this have to do with Labubus? Well, I don't know if you know this, but because Labubus are extremely popular to the point where people are collecting them, there are limited editions, some are rare, some are very valuable and all that. The original are only released by Pop Mart. People were just desperate to buy them. It got so bad to the point that a customer, so desperate, so wanting to purchase a Labubus, got to a point where he assaulted a sales assistant in a Pop Mart shop. Obviously, this went back to the head office, and they thought, no, we can't have this. That's not the purpose of Pop Mart or any of their products. They stopped the sales of Labubus in the UK, only in the UK, so you could only get them abroad. And for, I think it was about maybe 3 months, nobody in the UK could purchase Labubus. Now they've restarted the sales of Labubus, but the only way you can get them is by some kind of like lottery. You need to enter your details on their website, and if you win, you can go to one of their shops and purchase the Labubus. It's still not that easy to get them, and this is to avoid confrontations, to avoid problems, to avoid fighting, and to avoid people getting to that point that person got to before, where they assaulted someone. And this is the exact same thing with resource guarding. That person wanted a Labubu, and this is a dog really wanting his own toy or his food or whatever it is. It got so bad that person might have used some verbal language first, whatever, and then it escalated so much that he attacked the sales assistant. Same goes for dogs. They'll warn you, you're not giving up, and he got to a point where then, and he could get to a point where then the dog attacks the person. Same thing, right? So we need to think in the same way that Pop Mart did, and so, right, let's take this away. Let's take the Labubus away. Let's take the precious thing from the dog away. Right, so there is no temptation of the dog hurting somebody to protect that item. Let's reintroduce it in a way that is not gonna create problems with the dog, with the public, and so on. And that's how they reintroduced the Labubus in the UK by only being able to buy through this lottery system. So with dogs, we either, if it's just that particular item, we either don't reintroduce it at all. Say that it's a bone and it's it's that particular bone. That's it. Don't introduce it ever again, and maybe the problem just goes away. If only were that easy. But if you take it away, if you know that there is one particular item that causes problems, just take it away. And then you work with the dog to make sure that they understand that a person approaching when there is maybe food around or whatever is not a problem. And you'll work with a professional on that, because you need to discuss what that dog's problem is and how you'll approach that particular dog, that particular problem, that particular item, whatever. But you see what I mean? We as humans are not that different from dogs. If you are a Labubu obsessed to the point that you would hurt somebody, you're really not different from a dog that is obsessed with a toy, food, whatever, to the point that he's ready to hurt somebody to protect it. Just a little thought for me. Interesting, isn't it? Bye bye.